Fort Washington Way is a major connector for downtown Cincinnati highways, but some think it creates a disconnect for the riverfront. And in our continuing series, Move Up Cincinnati, we're taking a closer look now at regional growth, development, and transportation here in the tri-state.
9 on your side's Lisa Smith shows us how the Fort Washington Way divide is being used to spark some ideas for future urban planners.
Could it be time to revamp Fort Washington Way?
It's always been a little bit of a challenge, right? The Banks has done well on an island, and downtown and OTR are doing great, but we still have this gap between.
The idea of placing decks over Fort Washington Way to better connect the Banks to the Central Business District has been around since the connector was reconfigured nearly 20 years ago. So this year, Fort Washington Way was selected as the site for an international competition for urban planning and architecture students.
These multidisciplinary teams need to put together the urban design, the architecture, and the real estate students put together the financial analysis to make it a viable project.
90 college teams submitted entries for the Urban Land Institute Heinz Student Competition, but only 4 finalists were selected. UC's team made the cut.
And this is the first time UC has ever made it to the finals as well. And so we were really excited because last year was the first time we've ever received in the top 10.
UC's entry is called The Anchor, a walkable space and mixture of medical, startups, and artistic enterprises.
We had multiple conversations on, are we being progressive enough? Are we being as innovative as someone else who would be coming at this totally blank slate of what can really happen here?
Even though the project site was right here in Cincinnati, the UC team wasn't even allowed to go see it. That was part of the rules.
They wanted to make it fair for everyone within this competition. So, I mean, it was really a struggle for us because obviously we wanted to go down and see the site.
The finalists saw Fort Washington Way for the first time last week during a site visit downtown. When the contest ends, local planners will look at the entries to see if there are ideas they can use.
Understanding that something with such a huge goal in mind can really change the city for the better is really important, I think.
Lisa Smith, 9 on your side.
Other finalists are 2 teams from the University of Texas, Austin, and a joint team from MIT and Harvard. The winner will be announced April 4th. Stay with 9 on your side for special coverage of topics dealing with growth and transportation. You'll see reports from our Move Up Cincinnati team on air and online, WCPO.com.